Looking good, looking good. It's Welcome to this afternoon's game here on HBTV, bringing you our first soccer game ever. My name is John Woosley. I'm joined here in the booth by Mr. John Borsch. Mr. Borsch, what can we expect from our matchup today? Who are we looking at? Give me some players. And let's talk about the game a little bit as we get going here.
Sure, yeah, we're excited to be here. I love soccer, love watching it. These guys, this good group of guys. It's James right here. We're gonna watch this front line, John. We're gonna watch this front line for the Swordsmen. That's David Fernandez with the shot, but going across, got a lot of talent. Some young guys, then especially those seniors. Got to watch Reese Richards, number 4, on the playing left wing out there on the far side. Then Jaden Lemon in the middle, number 21. Watch them really work to have the ball, and our team will work off of them. And you'll see them right there.
Yeah, John, this is the kickoff classic here at Hammond Baptist. So every year we start our season
Jaden
with
Lemon volleyed off the post.
Oh!
Fernandez in. We'll check for
David.
offsides. Looks like he's good. That's a goal.
David Fernandez, 1-0. Just under 10 minutes into this first game of the Hammond Baptist Kickoff Classic. Again, this is the Hammond Baptist Swordsmen in white. And this is Fairhaven in the maroon color there.
That was great, John. We just mentioned it. Getting the ball to Jaden. And he's a playmaker. Took that shot from probably a good 5-10 yards outside the box. And really, John, you just start putting shots on goal, and anything can happen. And you saw Jaden almost scored himself, but off the crossbar. And David was right there, ready to pick up the pieces.
Connor Lemon with the throw in near side here. This is James Carreno, a junior, a new player here for Hammond Baptist. Out of bounds again, this is Jeff Woosley with the throw in. Travis Wilson in the game for the Swordsmen. We have Judson Wilkerson there across. That's Esteban in the middle. Jaden, an offensive striker here.
Calling for handball there, but they don't get the appeal, John, when it's kicked right at you, either as a defender or offense. they're not going to call handball on you if you're not intentionally reaching your hand out. Sometimes the ball gets kicked so hard you don't have time to move. So that's why it was avoided there. Far side there, throwing Esteban to Jaden Lemon driving. He's in the box.
Oh.
He's, looking to weave his way through, just can't make it. Swordsman with the majority of the possession. Fairhaven just sitting back, trying to soak up some of this onslaught. It's a high shot. Lemon outside the box. That was Connor, and had to be saved. Just going to go out for a corner kick for the Swordsman.
This is Connor Lemon, Travis Wilson, James Carreno, Matthew Swain on the far side there, looking like he's going to sneak up on that back post. Esteban Santos, Dave Murhowski, Daniel Webb, and Jeff Woosley. That defensive line for the Swordsmen.
Cornered by Lemon, just couldn't find the head of his brother. It's a squibbed shot, maybe looking for a pass there by Esteban, and right into the goalie's hands. If you're Fairhaven, he's gonna hold on to the ball. They need to get their men upfield and try to get some possession going here.
Couple Fairhaven fans excited about maybe an offensive push there. Quickly stopped there by Jeff Woosley. Here comes Connor Lemon.
That's a great find.
Up to Travis Wilson.
Just beaten to it by Wyatt Wasilewski, help us with that name if you're watching there. We'll do our best. Judson on the ball. Fairhaven just almost afraid, it looks like, to challenge the Swordsmen when they've got possession. And they're really letting them have some time. Jaden spins. He's going to take the shot on. Did it get a deflection? No, goal kick is the call. Ian Davidson, the goalie for Fairhaven, a senior this year. And he has the goal kick. Fairhaven, really every time, John, are kind of just booting the ball toward half field and hoping that they can get some possession. Finally, they've got some. Looking up to move up the center there with number 8 there, Titus Ramos. And there he is again on the ball, working against the Swordsman defense.
And Daniel Webb swooping in, clearing that ball for the Swordsman. There's Reese. Reese with the throw in. Here come the Swordsmen, sending Reese to the corner.
You got to use his speed. You got David coming far side if Reese can find him.
Oh. Man, wide open on that back post.
Yeah, he's got Judson there. He's got a couple options if he can pick his head up. And he just can't.
Good steal there by Wyatt.
Yeah, good defense there. And Fairhaven have a chance to break. Esteban's just not going to let that happen.
Oh, man. Jonathan Rose goes down for Fairhaven. Esteban gave him a little help there.
Yeah, but that's fine there, John. You know, on the break like that, you know, you don't want it. You don't want a card, but there we'll take that foul to kind of stop, let your defense get a chance to get back, and you'll take this kick from far out.
That's Dave Michalski using his head. This is Wyatt back in the middle. Man, Wyatt is certainly a main piece of this Fairhaven team. Here he is again, working it from side to side here. Oh, that's Jonathan. Jonathan Rose. Out of bounds on the Swordsman. It'll be Fairhaven ball on that far side.
That's a quick moving game. Fairhaven's got to be careful here with the speed the Swordsmen have on that front line. And just content to kick it up to half field there. There's Rose again with the ball. He's looking up. And finds Titus. And Titus Rose, a little 1-2 back and forth here, looking to encroach on the Swordsman goal. That's trouble, but Mark Marhalski able to soak it up. He's looking to push, coming towards David Fernandez, and he's not quite able to corral it. Throw in for Fairhaven.
John, the Swordsman goalie, Mark Marhalski, he's a stud.
Yes.
Back there, and just a freshman. And it's hard to believe, and I don't know if there's been a time that the Swordsmen have started a freshman goalie. But Mark has certainly proven himself, proved himself last year. He was, as an 8th grader, played JV, and even went to shootouts several times and just really shined. Yeah, but the Swordsmen certainly feel better with him back there in goal.
Sure.
Just willing to do anything to stop that ball. Here come the Swordsmen. This is James out in front.
Just get taken off the ball by Luke Armacost there, the senior. And that was a necessary intervention or James would have been in. Here he is again on the ball.
Oh.
And again, a good tackle there. And the foul there will go Fairhaven's way. Couple chances there, John. Just about they played James in. But Fairhaven coming up with some clutch tackles there to stop the break.
You know, John, we've talked for about 10 minutes here and haven't given any credit to our producer. So I think we should give him a little shout out.
Yes.
Cole Carpenter is in the building now. Jack Huckins is our executive producer, and Jack Huckins is just a stud. If you know him, you love him. And he's producing our HBTV here for soccer. And a lot of people, John, that wanted to see us bring the live stream out for soccer. Man, I don't know how many parents, after we started live streaming for basketball this last year, here come the Swordsmen. That's James. They're going to call him.
Offsides, yep.
After we made HBTV for basketball last year, several parents and fans saying, hey, we got to do this for soccer and volleyball and wrestling, and let's go. Let's get all our sports on here. So, man, there were some generous parents and donors and alumni who gave to to build a second floor onto the concession stand. So if you're an alumni or you're a parent, you're watching, you're going to have to come check it out here at Hammond Baptist. We built a second floor onto the concession stand and gave us a little booth up here and a camera tower on the far side. And Brian Black has just been instrumental in using his construction knowledge to make this happen. Here's James trying to center it to Jaden, but it can't go. But certainly, John, excited, man, to get some soccer going. And I know you're a big soccer fan.
Yes.
So elaborate. Tell the people, give them your resume here for a little bit as far as soccer. Why should we listen to you?
You know, well, I played 6th grade soccer.
Really?
So that's the start. Let's pause for a second. Dave Fernandez on the wing, looking to find. He's got a number of white shirts in the middle. But still, Fairhaven. It's going to take the shot. It's bounced around, but still.
Oh,
it bounces
no
right
way.
to James. And a save on the line.
Oh, good hustle.
Still can't corral it. Fernandez
can
just chip it over. It's going.
Oh, man, David Fernandez.
It just, I don't know how it got. There's probably 10 bodies in the way there, John. But somehow managed to chip it over.
Man, the goalie, Ian Davidson, the senior, out in front, did a good job hustling after that ball. And here's the booth up here. You can see our beautiful fan and the water bottle there we have to stay hydrated. But here we are in the HBTV booth where the Swordsmen are up 2-0 now on Fairhaven in Game 1 of the Kickoff Classic. John, you were telling us about our your resume. No, you're not going to weasel out of that one. Tell us what.
Well, I played 6th grade soccer.
Okay.
But no, I love watching soccer. I'm not good at it, but love watching it. And hopefully bring some of that knowledge. You know, a lot of you, maybe you watched the live stream last year for basketball. Basketball just really, especially in the U.S., just a more well-known sport.
Yeah.
And soccer more of the world sport, but we're looking to bring that to you. We'll do our best to hopefully educate you on some things here and as we go along, but certainly looking for a great season here.
That was Reese from far outside the 18. Here he is again. Man, good work. This is Wyatt taking that ball from Reese. Here he is. He's going to try to clear it here for Fairhaven. Now he's going to dribble through.
That's risky.
Ooh.
That's risky. They may pay the price here. Judson helping him out a bit with the audacious shot there, but you got to be, if I understand they're struggling with possession, so you can see why they might want to at least dribble out and find something there, but you run the risk of what happened right there with dribbling into trouble, then the Swordsmen are right on them again. Yeah,
especially playing soccer, we're always taught that if it's in front of your goal, you're clearing it to the outside, never passing towards the center.
Serrano
when you're
open
close
on
to
the
your
wing.
own goal.
Oh, that's beautiful footwork. Is he going to find the pass or the shot?
Oh, man.
Just put off the ball at the end there by Wyatt again. Cleared right to the middle to Mason Wilkerson. Passing to Travis. A couple sophomores here. He's going to take a shot. Works out as a good pass to Fernandez. Works it on the left foot. Far side to Swain. Still can't find it. Fairhaven defense showing strong in the box there. Kind of some last-ditch defending. But they at least clear it for a Swordsman throw.
This is Matthew Swain, far side for the throw-in. Goes right over Reese's head. And cleared out there by Luke Armacost.
You'll see, John, the Fairhaven, they've got two wingers that are playing pretty high up, but really there's no connection between the defense and between these wingers. So when they get the ball, they're really just clearing it and giving a prayer that it connects to somebody. But so far it hasn't been.
Some quick passes there through the middle. There's Matthew Swain trying to save it from going out of bounds, but last touched there by Fairhaven. Looks like it'll be a corner kick.
Swordsman corner. Far side there. We'll have... let's see, Jaden Lemon come back into the game as well as his brother Connor and Esteban coming in all for this corner. David's going to take it now. John, you got a couple options here with corner kicks with either a left, just some different options here. They've got a left-footed Guy taking it now. It's going to give some more swing coming into the head, as you saw there. Whereas the right-handed or her right-footed is going to come a bit more slicing toward the goal. Just presents some different scenarios there, some different options.
Oh, beautiful shot of Reese. Just off the mark, top 90. Couldn't get it to go. Shout out to our ball boys out there. Looks like we got, is that Cody Ballman out there?
Yeah.
And Raiden Kumar on the far side doing a good job for us. John, Coach David Cowling took over the soccer program about 4 years ago. Graduated from Hammond Baptist in 2015. And has just done a great job.
Yeah.
We love soccer here at Hammond Baptist and have for a long time. Coach Justin Moffitt, of course, was my soccer coach.
Lemon.
And, wow.
Going to line up for Jaden. What a save. What a save.
Ian Davidson.
He just about lost it himself there, but he finds it again. That was a great shot by Jaden right in the corner. And, yeah, Davidson at full stretch to get it.
Yeah, especially to keep it low.
Yeah.
To keep it low as that ball is rolling right towards you. Jaden's played a lot of soccer, and I'm a captain here for the senior team, and definitely a star player, and probably most times when we're playing the team this year, he'll be the best player.
Sloppy there on defense by Dave. Marhalski got away with it, but he's got to be careful there. But yeah, David can't say enough good about him. Johnny's done a great job with the program, and all of these guys, the players on the team put a lot of work in. Had a game earlier this week. This just their second game, I believe, for this year. So looking to get the season off to a good start.
Yeah, absolutely. Swordsmen played. Oh.
Just called offsides. David still doesn't know it.
This is Armando Garcia, not a stranger here at Hammond Baptist. Refs many of our basketball games and has been reffing soccer for decades.
Really? Wow.
And loves the sport of soccer. But a great official, Damien there, our center official. Here's Ian taking the kick. Man, blast it. Cross to the far side. Here this is Wyatt trying to go to work here for Fairhaven. Some good ball movement here for a minute, yeah.
Let's see if they can get some good possession here.
Man, Connor playing physical.
Yeah,
you see him clear that out?
Muscled off the defender there. It's excellent work.
There's Jonathan Rose here. David Fernandez comes away with it.
Connor Levin working for the ball. It's going to be off him for a throw. John got to be in shape to be a soccer referee. These guys are going to get a workout,
man.
Especially this tournament. But we're thankful for them for helping us out for these many years.
Here comes Dave Fernandez, a sophomore, and you wouldn't be able to tell just by looking at him, John. But looks can be deceiving when it comes to soccer, can't it?
Yeah, sure. And some of these guys, especially Dave and James on Reese, especially some of these guys maybe a bit shorter, but extremely quick.
Yeah. And
very crafty in the ball movement there. Reese looking to find James in the middle. He just can't. David on the volley. And gets under it. John is tricky on those volleys when the ball is bouncing.
Yeah.
To get your foot on top of it and to get it on goal. Easy to get under it like David just did there.
Yeah, absolutely. That was my specialty. just blasting it somewhere. I had no idea where it was going to go. But I can certainly relate to just blasting it over the goal. And the ball boys hated me for sure. Here's Ian taking the goal kick. Couple substitutions here. Judson Wilkerson back in the game for the Swordsmen, a senior this year. Here's Jade, number 21, in the middle. Now, John, can you talk to us a little bit about the formation here of the Swordsmen?
Sure. So talk to Coach Cowling. He's setting up a 3-2-2-3. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, in soccer you have 11 men on the field. We'll pause quickly. Reese finds Jade on the baseline. It's going to be offsides. But some good looks. But 11 men on the field. Of course, one is your goalkeeper. But the 3-2-2-3, you're going to have 3 guys playing up front. You're going to have 3 guys up front, 2 central guys that are going to be on the attacking end, looking to link up play there. There's going to be 2 behind them are going to be center defensive guys, and then you're going to have 3 strictly on defense there. Reese outside the box, looking to weasel his way in. Again, just gets under the shot. But John, the idea there that you've got basically just 5 guys that are on offense. Those defensive guys, really, you don't want them coming too far forward. It opens you up on the counterattack. But so far, our back line of defense really has just been camped at the half line.
Yeah.
Fairhaven just have not been able to break the press here. And again, cleared, but right to the swordsman. Jeff Woosley to David Fernandez on the far side. Has time to pick out his options. Just can't find James. Serrano there, muscled off the ball by Fernandez to Jaden Lemon. He's going to take a left-footed shot.
Jaden, John, one of those players that is just great with both feet.
Yeah.
Great with both feet. Yeah. And, man, especially if you're going to be a star player or a good player, man, you got to be able to go, man, either way, right foot, left foot. Here comes Judson with the head of steam. Bodies are flying, man. And Judson, anytime he's in the mix, man, you know he's going to do something. He's going to do something. Whether good or bad, he's just going to mix it up. There's always something going on when Judson's on the field. And number 13 there, the senior for the Swordsman. Yeah. Connor Lemon puts a stop to it, and here come the Swordsmen. They have numbers. It's 4-on-4 here. Oh, wow.
That's closer than I thought. It was a good shot. John, you had mentioned it when you have numbers. You'd really want to see him get a bit closer there. You maybe even hit it out wide and find some options there. But he elected for the shot. John, I remember, I don't know if you were watching, but last year from a free kick in that same spot, he hit a stunner of a shot.
He did.
So he's very capable. Here's Reese. Oh, my goodness. Just off the side netting. Boy, John, I thought from that angle he would have no shot. He would have no chance, but that goalie wasn't moving. If he had beat him near post, that would have been it. But just off the side there.
Yeah, beautiful shot there. Reese, another one of those guys, just great on both sides of the ball, defense, offense, left foot, right foot. And you saw him there, just under control, able to weave through some traffic and put a good shot on goal. Here's Dave Marhowski in the back.
He's looking to get in the action.
Man, a defensive stud, and he's just coming all the way up and through.
Finds Reese. Good play into Esteban. Oh, just a bit too far for him.
Here's Esteban cutting it back. Going to take the shot. Oh, just over.
You saw Ian Davidson there. He was praying on that one. He did not. He would not have been able to get there. Just watched it go over his far post. And I was talking to David the other day, and he was saying that this year he'd be on defense because we lost a number of defensive players from our senior class last year. But you saw some of the old offense coming in from Dave. He was looking to get involved from the center defensive spot out there.
Here's Jaden, left foot, straight over the goal. And, man, the power that he had just to turn, and he just pounded that straight over the top of the goal. Man, not every high school guy could do that, John.
No, and if you're not impressed by that, the power with the left foot there, if you're right-footed, I encourage you to go outside and try kicking a soccer ball with your left foot. And I promise you it's not going to look like Jaden's just did there. Pretty tricky. Great pass up there by Titus. He's going to send Wade Wazlewski running. Two of those brothers on the team. Again, help us. I hope we're saying that name right. But again, just the defense of the Swordsmen not letting anything happen.
And poked away there by Winston. Otherwise, Jaden would have been on a fast break. Here's Wade again on that far side going against Daniel Webb. And looks like it was out of bounds there on the far side. John, James Goodall is the groundskeeper here at Hammond Baptist and has done an incredible job with the field this year. Yes. And you wouldn't notice if you haven't been around the last couple of years, but the field has been moved about 15, 20 feet closer to the bleachers, which is a huge deal. And
Yeah.
for him to be able to do that is just incredible, especially during the summer. If you're here comes Reese on the attack. He's going to send Esteban. He's got 2 on the far side. Gets poked away. And it'll be a goal kick there for Fairhaven. But he's got first base, second base, third base to work around, because during the summer,
Yep.
this field gets turned into 2 different baseball fields, both turned different ways with outfield fences and pitcher's mounds and base pads, and man, just you wouldn't be able to tell by looking at it now.
Yeah, no,
But just does an incredible job.
yeah, one of the hardest workers that we know, and just a great servant, and he does an amazing job with the grounds here.
Here's Dave Fernandez on the attack. Good stop there by Jaden, going in with the left foot.
Squeaks past.
David Fernandez with the left foot, rifled right through the hands of Ian Davidson to make it 3-0 for the Swordsmen. John, the Swordsmen win this game, and they'll play at noon tomorrow. Jack, I don't know if we have the if we have the bracket for the tournament. That'd be great in case people are watching. If you'd like to go and just take a quick screenshot of this, if you want to follow the games over the next couple days, here's the bracket. As you can see, we're on game 1 there. Hammond Baptist and Fairhaven here at 11 o'clock. And the winner advances and plays tomorrow at noon. The loser goes down to the loser's bracket. And their next game would be tomorrow at 10:30 in the morning. But, John, it's going to be a good tournament. You know, there are 10 teams in the tournament. Of course, our JV is in the tournament, and we like to include them every year, as well as State Lines JV is in the tournament this year. Here comes Reese Richards on a breakaway. Oh, man. Tried to go with the outside of his foot there. That was interesting.
And that's really, as it's coming back in, that's really good goalkeeping by Reese. Was trying to go between his legs there oftentimes. The goalie, when he goes down, well, that'll be an opportunity for the striker there, but that's great goalkeeping.
As I was saying, here comes Jaden. But in the tournament, Victory Christian from Valparaiso. John, probably the one of the favorites of the tournament. Heritage Christian from Dyer. The defenders will be playing later today. Crossroads Christian Crusaders from Big Rock, Illinois. They'll be playing at 1 o'clock today here on the other field. Christian Liberty coming back. It's been a few years since we've had them here, and looks like the ref is going to call the half there. We were 1:30 off there on the time, so we apologize about that. But that was your first half. The Swordsmen varsity 3 and Fairhaven 0. So again, thank you for joining us here on HBTV. Get to see a little bit of the behind the scenes here. Man, who's eating hot Cheetos? This is mine, actually. I'm going to save this and maybe eat this at halftime. But here's a little bit of the inside of the booth. You see Cole Carpenter back there. He's part of our team here. Jack Huckins over in the producer's chair. Aiden Moffitt. Oh, there you saw Jack's hand there. Good. But we'll be back here in just a few minutes for our second half of play. Should be back here in about 8 or 9 minutes, and we'll see you then. Welcome back to our second half of play here. This is the Hammond Baptist Swordsman varsity, and against Fairhaven, that's Jaden Lemon down in front of the Fairhaven goal, and it is a 3-0 match here. My name is John Woosley, and I'm joined here by Mr. John Borsch. And John, just excited to be out here today, honestly.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Excited, you know, a lot of work has gone into it, of course, from yourself, and you mentioned Brother Jack already. A lot of work, and no, it's finally exciting, you know, to start putting things together, and finally start to do a game here.
Yeah, and if you're watching, bear with us as we get streaming here. This is the first soccer game we're putting out here, and if you got any ideas for us or things that you want to see more of, let us know. Let us know.
Yeah.
And as long as it's not Jack Huckins, we'll probably be able to accommodate. There's Connor Lemon, far side. Oh, man, Jaden Lemon got a foot on it right into the hands of Ian Davidson, the senior goalkeeper.
It
for Fairhaven.
almost looked like James. I don't know if James deflected it, or at least it may have thrown Jaden off a little bit when he went to hit it. But the ball, again, right back with the Swordsmen. Fairhaven struggling to get any type of possession going the other way. But it will be their throw here, far side.
On the field for the Swordsman, that's Jeff Woosley there on the far side, freshman.
It's good control. Oh, good control there on the far side by Rose. But on his cross, John, you really want to try to wrap your foot around the ball. It's going to give it some spin, and he had a winger coming in, but just couldn't. He hit the shot more straight, and all it did was go straight out of bounds.
Yeah, that was Jeff Woosley there on the far side, the freshman. Dave Murhalski in the middle of the Swordsman defense. The junior joined by Daniel Webb. Here he is. Near side here, goes out of bounds. And looks like that'll be a corner kick for Fairhaven. Also Esteban Santos out there, a sophomore. Judson Wilkerson, a senior, as well as Jaden Lemon and Reese Richards. James Carreno. Oh, wow. Man, beautiful head there. That's number 11 there, Dawson Grott, a senior.
He got a fist bump from the ref there, so it must have been good there. Yeah, dangerous as a goalkeeper to leave your line like Mark did if you can't get it, and left an open goal for Dawson Grote there, but just couldn't get the ball down enough, and it sailed over the crossbar.
Here's Reese Richards going to work, going to put a shot on, and off to the side there.
I don't think that's what he had in mind.
Out of bounds would be Fairhaven throw.
Fairhaven, this is a tricky spot for them. Throwing in from their end with the Swordsman press, and sure enough goes right to Judson Wilkerson, and in the middle the Reese chests it down to his foot. He's working on his right foot. Deflected.
Man, Jaden Lemon just putting down the wheels, sprinting out to that ball in the corner to keep it Swords in possession. Here he is, crossing it over there as far side, Dave Fernandez. Gets some control, puts a left foot on it. Deflected.
Just wide. But yeah, as you mentioned, Jaden showing the strength there to hold off the defender, really created that chance there, John, and leads to a Swordsman corner kick, and Connor Lemon to take number 11 near side.
John, we just started playing Fairhaven. Just I think just last year was the first year we played them at the varsity level, and I know it had been decades since we had our two schools that have faced each other. I believe they're over in Chesterton, Indiana, but know several people that went to school there and from that church, and wonderful people. And I've been able to meet a few of them. Met the bus driver as he was coming in this morning. Just a great guy. And last year, playing Fairhaven, man, they have a great program and a very solid team. And it looks like they got quite a bit of potential coming up with this one. A couple seniors on the team, but mainly made up of a lot of juniors, a lot of freshmen. Here's Ian, the senior, stopping that offensive push there. And he'll try to get something going here for Fairhaven. John, can you explain to me and to us what offsides is? We've had an offsides call a few times, and I feel like we've said it, and that can be a confusing call because even sometimes the players are confused, like, hey, what's going on?
So we'll wait just a second. Reese bodying the defender. Oh, what a strong hands there by Davidson to not give a deflection there. Well, folks, I'll do my best to explain offsides too. We've had it called a few times here. And a very tricky call for the refs, but basically the defenders, as really you can see, Brother Jack, if you can almost rotate it, the swordsmen there have a back line of defenders, okay, and really whoever is furthest back, the goalie does not count, but whoever's furthest back, so right now it'd be about Dave Michalski. They create pretty much an invisible line there that goes across the field. Okay, so if you're on offense, you cannot, without the ball, you cannot pass that back invisible line until the ball is hit. Okay, so if that ball is passed, you can go, of course, and get it. But, John, really the main reason here is so that there's no cherry picking, for lack of a better term. Okay, you know,
it's like they couldn't just come stand by our goalie. And
exactly.
Gotcha.
Exactly. So you'll see, and it's tricky sometimes for the wings to have to watch for that, but that's this near side. You had mentioned our ref here. That is his main job there, and on the far side as well, that's what they're doing. They're watching that back defender. They're watching when the ball is passed to make sure that they stay onside there.
Cool. Here, this is in the middle. That's Judson Wilkerson poking it away. There he is again, Johnny Benson. Judson, just a fireball there in the middle. Now always making something happen. And just relentless. I know that's the word we have for Dave Michalski. But man, Judson just doesn't stop, and you gotta appreciate that about any player on your team. Just hustling after that ball, not afraid to be physical. Judson, a strong kid. Here he is, poking it away in the middle. Yeah, finds Connor.
Yeah, he's one of those central defenders we were talking about, and he's one of those guys that really is the reason that Fairhaven has not gotten much past the center liner. Is Justin standing there daring him to try.
Yeah. There's Dave Fernandez.
Great pass by Lemon. Fernandez, nifty little footwork. And I believe that's the call there that we were just talking about. It was either offsides or he may have just went past that far goal line there. One of the two, but a goal kick nonetheless by Davidson.
There's Ian. He sent that one all the way to half field. Here's Judson coming up with possession. Oh, man, good D there. That's Dawson trying to get the ball away. Good work there by Fairhaven. Here's Judson to take the kick.
A bit too high for James. See if Fairhaven can get out and break. But no, right away. Stopped by Swordsman, and it's going to right back to Jeff Woosley looking to get it under control. Can't quite, but just so many. Whenever a Fairhaven guy gets the ball, John, just 2 or 3 swordsmen, white shirts, surrounding him and not giving him a chance to go anywhere.
Here, Esteban cutting it back, looking for a shot here above the 18. Takes it way far right.
Yeah. Just trying to wrap his foot and get some curl on the ball and couldn't quite get it. I'd like to see, John, I'd like to see the guys, and I know we talked about it earlier with Jaden and shooting with his left foot. for many of these guys, it's just shooting with their right foot is easier for them, and that's understandable. But I think Fairhaven know that as well. So maybe if a few times instead of cutting it back on the right foot, they continued with the left, and I think it'd open up some more chances for us crossing it and getting in the box. But we'll see. It is set up that way with David Fernandez with his left foot, and then Connor and Reese on the right there. But we'll see what they do with it.
Yeah, good work here by the Swordsman. Shot on goal. And James can't get it to go. Just off left. And good shot there by the Swordsman. And James, a nice player, a nice addition to the Swordsman offense. Like I mentioned earlier, this is James' first year here playing for the Swordsman. And I don't know what it's like playing for other teams, John, but I'm sure we just try to play a little bit different. You know, the hustle is a little bit different, the intensity is a little bit different, especially a new player coming to a program like this. But James has seemed to fit right in.
Sure, yeah, and to walk right on as a junior, that shows a lot of skill, a lot of work put in by him.
Poked away by Matthew Swain. Looks like he got his foot stepped down a little bit.
He was dancing a little bit there, so I hope he must have been in some pain or something there. I don't know.
Here Dawson sending it up, trying to get some offense going. Fairhaven just will take anything right now.
That's a great look by Dave Michalski. Mason just can't get it quite on the break, but a great look nonetheless. Out on the far side, Mason Wilkerson with the throw-in. Look to get it into Jaden Lemon. He's working on the defense on the right side there. Going to look to put something in the box. He does. Can it find anybody? Esteban.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful shot. Esteban Santos created there on the ring by Jaden Lemon. Beautiful goal by the Swordsman.
Man, well, good job, Esteban. Man, that thing was a dime right to the center of the back of the net. Goalie out of position there because of the shot previously taken. Esteban, man, beautiful shot. Score now 4-0. Swordsman with the lead. And again, this is game number 1 of the Hammond Baptist Kickoff Classic. After this, we'll be streaming a few more games. John, I'm not going to be commentating for the next couple. We will, however, be going for our junior varsity team. They're playing at 1 o'clock. Here against Christian Liberty, so we'll be commentating back here in a few minutes. But if you're looking to follow any of the teams of the tournament, well, Jack, if we can go ahead and get that bracket up one more time, that'd be great. You can go ahead and take a screenshot of this if you're watching. This is the setup for the tournament, so if you got a favorite team, you're watching Fairhaven or the Swordsman, go ahead and screenshot that. You can see what their schedule will be for the next couple days. But we're excited to be bringing it to you here on HBTV.
Santos with the right foot. They're giving him the chance to shoot. He's lining up. Deflection.
Wow.
And again. Within, 2 minutes, John? Esteban Santos with 2 goals. Now he's hunting a hat trick.
Good work.
Unbelievable. But, John, it all comes from that press. Fairhaven unable to get any type of possession. They're unable to clear it. As when they do clear it, it's just going to the Swordsman again, and they're right back on it. And on defense, Fairhaven, you get a lot more tired chasing after the offense than the Swordsmen are getting right now, and it's starting to show, and Swordsmen are just applying the pressure.
Score is 5-0 now, about 20 minutes to go in the game. For the Swordsmen, here's Reese Richards, James Carreno, Dave Fernandez, Travis Wilson, Mason Wilkerson, Matthew Swain, Jeff Woosley, Daniel Webb, Dave Michalski, Judson Wilkerson, and Mark Michalski, all out there for the Swordsman right now.
Yeah, and you look at Mark. He, I think he's getting a bit bored back there. You may want to be joining the action here, but it's a good sign. Oh, Reese. He's alone. Can he finish? And yes, he can. You put Reese in that situation. He's just so calm and collected there. You see Fairhaven just really the chasing is starting to show a mistake there, and Reese made him pay.
I don't know that I've ever seen Reese frazzled.
No.
You know, he's a real cool guy, and normally has a Real even head on his shoulders and doesn't really get too excited about anything or too sad about anything. But, man, a staple in this Swordsman offense. And you saw just an example of it there, just on a breakaway where I would have punted it 10 feet over. I would have kicked it straight over the goal and put it in the bottom right corner. And a smooth play there by Reese. Couple substitutions here for Fairhaven.
Yeah, the sun beating down on him, getting kind of the hot one out there today. So got to watch out for those substitutions. But Reese doesn't seem to be affecting him. He's just constantly on the ball.
Man, good work there. This is Wyatt weaving through traffic here, trying to make something happen for Fairhaven. There's far side. That's Titus. Looking to push here on offense. Good stop here by the Swordsman. Here's Travis Wilson in the middle. Nobody around him. Good hustle. Good hustle by Travis Wilson, but poked away there by Fairhaven.
Throwing far side, David Fernandez. Back to goal with the ball. Poked away by Fairhaven. He still got it. And it's a scrum for the ball.
Yeah.
David Fernandez winning out. That's, you know, John, when you're up a number of goals, it would almost be understandable if you laid off a bit, but the Swordsmen are not doing that. I think that's what makes them such a good team, that fight and that will to win.
Yeah, John, and it needs to be that way. And I know Coach Dave Cowling, whether we're up 6 or down 6, hey, we're playing just as hard, and that's just the way we do it. And a credit to Coach Cowling. Here's Matthew Swain weaving through traffic. No look pass over to Reese. Reese with the shot deflected out of bounds, and it'll be corner kick for the Swordsman. Man, Matthew Swain showing off some skills there.
Yeah. He had 2 defenders on him, and he had 0 defenders on him the next second. Boy, that deflection, John, when it gets deflected, boy, as a goalie, you're praying, because you have no chance. Your first reaction is to get the first shot, and when that changes directions, you're just hoping. Oh my goodness, I don't know what happened there. The ball squibbed right out in front of the goal, but no in the home for the Swordsman. Still out. And looks like a foul call. There's something there going Fairhaven's way.
Ian Davidson, the senior goalkeeper there for Fairhaven, certainly has had his hands full this afternoon.
He may have had his
working hard.
Kicked there when there was a scrum for the ball. He didn't have his. I mean, the Swordsman just working to get the ball. Nothing dirty there, but just something that happens. He's a bit shaken up there. Looks like a couple of them there for Fairhaven.
Score 6-0. Looks like Ian's going to be all right there. Looks like he was in some pain. He's going to grind through it. Certainly hope he's all right, because they have a couple more games. Have a couple more games tomorrow, and he's done a great job there.
That seems to be one of the leaders
for his team,
for the team here. Fernandez up to Reese. Just the speed. Yeah, shown by Reese. He's back to Fernandez on the left foot, looking to bend it back. Can't quite get the angle on it. And it goes out for a goal kick.
Brother Jack, we have the roster for our Swordsmen loaded up anywhere. Yeah, the main roster. If you want, you can screenshot this. Maybe you see your son or your relative there. Part of the 2022 Swordsman soccer team, but certainly proud of all these guys. Coach Cowling, again, this is their second game, but first tournament, and certainly proud of all these guys who made the Swordsman soccer team this year.
David,
foul called.
David Marhalski there. He wants to get involved. A couple times we've seen that him getting the ball, and I believe he was a wing last year. I know he played a bit more forward, but so he's able to dribble the ball well, and you saw it a second ago, and you see it again now. But a great outlet pass. Fernandez just can't get it under control, and it goes out for a Fairhaven throw.
6-0 is your score. Swordsman varsity certainly, John, wanting to take care of business today and tomorrow to be in that championship on Friday at 7 here under the lights. And John, I love basketball, and I love playing, but man, there was something about playing soccer at night under the lights. And I know it was something
watch
that.
Watch out, John. Reese Richardson. Just last-ditch defending there, put him off. It'll be a corner kick.
But man, there was just something special about playing under the lights. Man, at nighttime, the dude just kind of settling on the grass, and man, the fans going crazy. Everybody kind of ready to go for a championship game. And if you can make it out, hopefully the Swordsmen will be in it tomorrow night at 7. But either way, some good soccer here tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Even if you just want to tune in and watch, should be a good time.
Warhalski with the throw far side into James, I believe. A nice little curling shot there, but right at Davidson, who seems to be doing a bit better from when he was shaken up a second ago. Fairhaven throw, and John, you even can look out and see Fairhaven really needs to get their guys forward there. They've got about 3 or 4 guys just on this side of the field as opposed to the Swordsmen who've got 7 or 8, and that's just not the math that's going to work in your favor there. Reese, beautiful outlook pass to Esteban, but there is that offside call we were talking about. So again, looks like David Fernandez on that far side was just on the other side of that back line of the defense there before the ball was passed. That's where it's called offside, and the Fairhaven is going to get the ball right where the offside happened there for a free kick.
It's like that was Wyatt taking the free kick, but right back to the Swordsman. And here's Dave Fernandez looking to pass it around a little bit there. Travis Wilson with the shot. And a little soft there right into the hands of Ian, senior. John, I'm interested to see how our defense does this year. You know, last year had a stud defense across the back line, and all seniors, if I remember correctly. And here we are this year with a bit of a younger back line. Yeah. I know Jeff being a freshman, Dave Marhalski, a junior, Daniel Webb, a junior. Oh, okay, maybe this is Daniel Webb's second year playing back there, but man, a big spot when you're defending your own goal, and I'm curious to see how they do both tomorrow at noon and hopefully in the championship against some good competition.
And John, you'd be able to tell better than I, but I mean, you're that back line of defense, and the opposing goalie, he's winding up and he kicks that ball, and it's 30, 40 feet in the air, and you've got the offense looking to get that ball and go, and if you make a mistake, then they're in. It's a lot of pressure for the defense, and they haven't been tested really this game, but like you said, shot. Oh, just off the bar from Jeff Woosley. Sneaking up from defense there to get the shot, yes. Just a bit much.
A few substitutions coming in here. Trent Worship, first time this game.
Excellent.
Along with Darvell Blanton, the sophomore, and looks like Jaden Lemon checking back in for the Swordsman.
Now Trent Worship, is this his first year playing soccer? He's going to get right into the action here. And gets a header in. It'll be interesting to watch his headers with the glasses there. Yeah. So he'll have to be real careful. But he's looking to get in the action. Look at him, John. He's easy to pick
Yeah,
out with the
attaboy.
orange cleats there. I'd love to see him get a shot here.
Here comes Reese looking to cross it over. Goalie gets a hand on it. Here comes James. And just a bit outside.
Coming into the game is that Jacob
Yep.
Deanda there coming in for James for the Swordsmen. Good to see some guys getting some playing time. 10 minutes left in the game.
Here's Ian for the kick. Next up at 1 o'clock, our junior varsity will be playing Christian Liberty, as well as here at HB Crossroads will be playing City Baptist. Should be a couple good games, and the winners will advance, and they'll play again tonight at 6 o'clock. And the losers head down to the losers bracket, and we'll play maybe once again today. And tomorrow, again, if you didn't get a chance to screenshot that bracket, but Jack, if we could throw that bracket up there just one more time, and we'll probably throw it up once at the end. But here's the bracket and the plan for today and tomorrow. Again, this is the Kickoff Classic tournament, so screenshot that real quick.
With that looks like Fairhaven will play at 7:30 tonight. Is that no?
Should be 10:30. 10:30 tomorrow
10:30
morning.
tomorrow morning. That was close.
Yeah, you know, I believe Fairhaven, I think they have maybe church tonight or some kind of banquet tonight. So they gotta run out of here after this game and serve and help in the church. So excited for them to be able to play and do that.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm certainly happy to accommodate them. I'm glad they're here.
Jeff
There's
Woosley
Jeff.
chip
Woo!
shot. He was looking for that far corner and may have just found it had Davidson not been able to get up there. Booted again at the back line. Dave Marhalski there with the head to clear the danger.
And that's Al far side. That was number 21.
I think that was Owen Coffey picking up the ball. You saw him. He was goalie last year, and as that's sailed over by Judson. It's good to see a number of those guys over there, John. I saw Tyler earlier across the field, and there's Owen Coffey.
Yeah.
And I think Joe Cowling is over there as well. A number of those guys. Josh Perez I've seen.
Danny Avilas is over there. I see him.
And it's great to have those, all of them good soccer players, all of them good guys, and to see them come back to help out is just great.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think for the JV game, we'll have Danny Avilas will be up here for a bit of it, so you might get surprised and be joined. You won't have to hear me talk for a while. You and Danny could actually talk some knowledgeable soccer up here.
Right.
So that'll be good. He's Danny's a great kid, going to Howes Anderson in the fall.
Yeah.
I know he was just got registered yesterday, so certainly excited about that.
I called in and gave him a review the other day. You know what? He asked me to do a review for him.
Okay.
So I called in and they were asking.
Oh, to the
me,
college?
right,
Oh, okay.
And they were asking, how would you rate Danny? And they gave me a number of questions, but no, it was excellent on most of the questions. It was he's a great guy.
Yeah, he is.
A lot of fun. Fairhaven free kick and cleared there by Dave Marhalski. Jacob Deanda, room to work on the wing there, and he's going at it. He's got Matthew Swain in front of him. Jacob Deanda bobbing and weaving, number 14 there. He's still going with the ball. Finally passes there to Swain and continues his run. Can he find anybody? Not quite.
Oh, Davidson launches it, trying to get some help there up on the near sideline there. Sails right out of bounds. That was Fernandez with the throw. Wilkerson crossing over to Jeff Woosley.
Look far side to Darvell. He's wide open. He tries. That's a tricky little shot there. Looked like he tried the outside of his foot there. He's hunting for that top corner. I have a feeling one of these days he will find it. Into the game. Let's see. It looks like Luke Otis getting an appearance, and Zeke Deanda as well. Good to see them. As we got about 5 minutes left. Davidson for Fairhaven. Let's see if Fairhaven can push here. Let's see if they can test the Swordsman defense. That's not going to do much. Kicked out of bounds there. And again, Jacob Deanda with the throw. But some good minutes here for the Swordsman guys. Being able to get in here. Jacob Deanda, we've seen some bright moments from him on the near side here. And here's Trenton Worship on the ball, stopping the break. Trenton Worship there in the middle of the defense looks, hey, I mean, we said it may be his first year playing, but we're happy to have him.
Yeah, Trent is one of those guys that's, there's something wrong with it if you don't like Trent. You know, he's got a great spirit, a great sense of humor, and just a fun guy to be around. And no doubt, probably one of the reasons why Coach Callan kept him on the team, just because of his spirit, you know. But just brings that spirit, and probably decent at soccer too, which helps. But just enjoy having Trent around.
Well, he's gonna prove you, John, when he scores a shocker from 30 yards out. Trenton Worship, he's got it in his repertoire. You just wait one of these days. Fairhaven, a good little push here, but running into Darvell, holding them off the ball a little bit there, and David Marhalski there to
swooped
help
in.
out. Yeah.
Another great guy over there, Dave Marhalski, just a stud, and just one of those guys that is just not going to give up no matter what, and going to give it everything that he's got out there every single time. Looks like a foul was called. There's Darvell being a little too physical for the referee, apparently.
Yeah, it looked like two guys going after the ball, but ball going Fairhaven way. Free kick at half field. Finally, they're at least trying to get some bodies forward here, but can't find anybody. Daniel Webb with clearance.
Oh, Zeke Deanda in there.
That's a dangerous back pass there. Zeke looking to cause issues up there. Luke Otis there on the ball.
All right.
Oh, that's a great find to Matt Swain. Can he finish?
Oh,
my
Zeke
goodness.
Deanda. Is it? There it is, Zeke Deanda. Oh, just checked into the game and put it in.
The substitutes, John, making things happen. I think it started there in the middle with Luke Otis. It was a great look to Matthew Swain on the outside, like we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
And Matt Swain, I mean, he'll be a bit disappointed he didn't score. He was a couple inches away there.
Yeah.
But Zeke doing his job right where he should have been and finishes it off. 7-0 to the Swordsmen.
Judson Wilkerson back in the game there for the Swordsmen. Going to finish out these last couple minutes here. As looks like a couple more substitutions there for Fairhaven. As looks like number 16 is Edmund Schrock in the game again. So the Swordsmen's next game be at noon tomorrow, and Fairhaven will play tomorrow at 10:30. So hopefully you're here cheering on one of those two teams. That's when you can find them. We'll be live. Won't be live for Fairhaven tomorrow. They'll be on the backfield.
Watch out. Oh, what a save by Davidson.
Wow, good shot there by Judson.
Yes.
But you can follow the action here on HBTV for all the games going on here in the main field. And stay tuned to True Blue Sports on Instagram, if you're on Instagram, or Hammond Baptist Athletics if you're watching on Facebook. Several sponsors, John, that I want to give a quick shout out to that help make HBTV for soccer possible. Here in the last minute, Caps Property Management and Daryl and Molly Otis, just incredible people, incredible givers. They have a son on the team, along with Tom Lemon.
Watch out, Dave Marhalski's about to unloose one. Right at the goalie. Strong hands and a good save.
The JAC Insurance Group and Tom Lemon, sponsors of the tournament, as well as Sharper Business Solutions for the Gary Harper. Just a huge help to the ministry, our school, the program, and an incredible guy. And Preferred Homes, Al Perez, and Preferred Homes helping make our tournament possible. So thank you to all of them. Here under a minute to go As we're wrapping up this game, again, just want to say thank you for joining us here on HBTV this afternoon. And if you got any suggestions, constructive criticism is always welcome. But let us know how we can do better.
No, but we've enjoyed it. Been a very entertaining game if you're a Swordsman fan. But certainly as both teams look to get their season going, it's a good start for the Swordsmen. Fairhaven looking to rebound at 10:30 tomorrow.
Yep. Again, this is John Woosley and John Borsch. And, of course, our producer over there, Mr. Jack Huckins, Cole Carpenter here, Aiden Moffitt helping out here in the booth today. But thanks again for joining, for watching here on HBTV. We'll be back here at 1 o'clock for the Junior Varsity's game against Christian Liberty. But this is John Woosley, John Borsch, signing out.